Hello and welcome back to Day 5, Believe. Today I'm going to share a new favorite band of mine, the Elovaters. Their music makes me happy and calm. Let's set an intention. Building your true self starts with trust. Inhale, raising your arms overhead, palms together, interlacing those fingers and coming into a little back bend. Exhale as you swan dive all the way down. Inhale, taking it all the way back up, palms together overhead. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, raising those arms back overhead, palms together, and then placing those hands down onto your lower back. Opening your heart forward and up, and then interlacing your fingers and extending those arms down and pressing those thighs forward. And exhale, coming back, arms along your sides. Inhale, raising those arms overhead, palms together. And exhale, swan dive down. Stepping your feet a little bit wider. We're going to come into a few standing cat-cow, sitting those glutes back. Inhale as you lower and exhale as you round your back. Going at your own pace. And then releasing all the way down into a fold. Bringing those feet back to hip width apart. Releasing your head. Stepping back with your right leg and then the left into a high plank. Lowering those knees down to the mat. Coming into a side plank here. Extending through that left leg and bringing that left arm up towards the sky. If you wanted to extend that right leg, you can go ahead and do so. Staggering those feet, lifting those hips up. Then lowering that left arm down towards the mat, releasing your knees back down. And switching sides. So mirroring what you did on the opposite side. If you kept the one knee down or if you extended that opposite leg. And lowering back down into a plank. We're going to lift those hips up and back, coming into a downward facing dog. And pedaling those feet. And stepping forward with that right foot, halfway, then all the way, and then the left to follow into a fold. Taking a deep inhale as you raise your arms overhead, palms together, and exhale as you swan dive. Inhale, opening your heart forward with a flat back, and exhale, stepping back with the right leg into a high plank, and then the left. Releasing your knees down towards the mat, and sinking halfway down, coming into an upward facing dog. And then exhale as you come back into your downward facing dog. Stepping forward with that left leg. And then the right into a forward fold. Releasing your head. Taking a deep inhale, raising your arms overhead, palms together. And exhale as you swan dive. Inhale, opening your heart forward with a flat back. And exhale, stepping back with that left leg and the right leg into a high plank. You could lower your knees or sink halfway down, coming right into your upward facing dog, and then down dog. Always doing what you can do in your practice. Stepping forward with your right leg into a low lunge. Inhaling as you look forward and exhale as you extend through that back leg and the front leg. Releasing your head down. Repeating that 2 more times, warming up those hamstrings. And then coming into a warrior 2. So aligning your heels, cartwheeling those arms up, and releasing your shoulders down away from your ears. Finding that focal point. Coming into a twist here, reaching that left arm forward as you reach that right arm back. Just grounding down into those feet, repeating that 2 more times. If you can't touch the mat, that's okay, doing what you can. Now rotating your right foot to the left, coming into a wide-legged stretch. Sitting your hips back, opening your heart forward as you release down. Grabbing onto your forearms or interlacing your fingers as you extend your arms up. Lifting your shoulders up away from your ears. Releasing your arms and shifting to your right as you extend through that left leg and coming into a twist as you reach up with that right arm up towards the sky. And coming back center and switching sides, extending through that right leg as you open up with that left arm up towards the sky. Coming out of your twist, lowering your hands to the mat and shift both feet to the left, coming into a low lunge. Inhale as you look straight ahead, and exhale as you extend through that back leg and the front leg. Repeating that 2 more times. Now coming into warrior 2 on the opposite side, aligning those heels, cartwheeling those arms all the way up. Releasing your shoulders, finding that focal point, and coming into your twist. So reaching that right arm forward as you reach that left arm back. Repeating that 2 more times. Bringing your hands to your hips, extending through those legs and wiggling those feet into about shoulder width to hip width apart. We're going to come into tree pose. So bending that left knee, you could place the bottom of your foot against your lower leg or place it against your inner thigh, depending on your balance here. You could keep your palms together at heart center or bring them overhead if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. And then out to the sides. So the trick here is trying to find that focal point straight ahead and staring at it the whole time. And coming back to your breath. And bringing those palms together and down to heart center. And then release and switching sides. So doing exactly what you did on the opposite side. Coming into your tree. It's a little bit harder on the sand. Extending through that spine. Lifting the crown of your head up towards the sky. And finding your breath. Making your way out of tree. And coming back to the top of your mat. Taking a deep inhale as you reach your arms overhead, palms together. And exhale as you swan dive all the way down. Inhale, opening your heart forward with a flat back. And exhale, stepping back into a plank. Releasing your knees. And sinking back into child's pose. Making your way up and coming into a seated position. Going to lower down, grabbing onto the back of your thighs. Coming into bridge pose, so sliding those heels back to your middle fingers. Rolling those shoulders underneath, interlacing those fingers, lifting those hips up, and pressing those interlaced fingers and forearms into the mat. As you keep lifting your hips up, relaxing those glutes. This is a great stretch for the whole front of your body, and it also helps to release any negative emotions. You could lift those heels up as a variation and release back down. Bring those feet out the width of the mat, releasing your knees in towards each other. Bringing those knees in and around into circular movements, about 3 times in each direction. Then extending those legs straight out, releasing your feet out to the sides, and settling into Shavasana. Relaxing those facial muscles. Softening your breath.
Sunlight, I just wanna shine, shine. One light, take me to the sky.